Hey, hi, this is Sandeep, and in this tutorial I'm going to explain you how to create trains. Okay, so let's see what I have created already. This is an unbounded task flow, and inside this I have created this page, start page, and inside this page is a button which takes you towards this bounded task flow. Okay, here is the start page, and here is this button which takes you towards this sample train bounded task flow. Okay, if you open this, nothing much is there. I have just dragged. First of all, I would like to tell you how to create it as a train. While I was creating bounded task flow, I checked that checkbox which says that create as a train. Okay, so if you do that, you will get whatever activities you will be dragging from the component panel to here. They will follow a train pattern. Okay, so that's how it was done. So here I've got three view activities. Firstly, I dragged page 1, and then I dragged page 2, and then I dragged past page 3. So as I dragged, automatically this train lines got created. I did not create all these things, but yeah. So this is page 1 simply, and inside this nothing. I mean, just it is written that this is page 1. Inside this it's written this is page 2, and inside this similarly it states that it is page 3. Let's see what is there in page 1. For example, I've already told you, I just wanted to show you how it looks like. So here here is it, the page. About this navigation also, I have defined a direct navigation also. That also you can do with your own navigation rules. So here I have defined a direct navigation from page 1 to page 3. So with this button, basically take me directly to page 3. I can navigate from page 1 to page 3. So this is just to show you that this kind of direct navigation is also possible. Okay, so apart from that, page 1 looks like this. This is page 1, and this is a button. Page 2, this is page 2, and page 3, this is page 3. Now you may be wondering that what are these components? Okay, so actually while you are creating a train, right, you have created these view activities in a train basically. So to navigate from one activity to another activity and then to another activity, you need some buttons. Okay, and those kinds of buttons basically are these. See, when you drag this, if you search this train over here, you'll get this train button bar and train. So if you drag this, you will get some kind of buttons on your page, and if you drag train button bar, then you will get these kinds of buttons over your page, which will help you to navigate through the train. Okay, so that's how these components are meant for. And now I think everything is done, everything I have explained to you. So you can see the properties also. There are these general properties. I have not modified the properties, and these are saying as train stop as true. So this is train stop as true. So this is all about. Okay, so let's see, our application is already up here, and I have got the URL as this. Okay, so here is this button. As I press this, my train is called. So as you see, this is the train component, and this is train button bar component. This is page 1, and this button says take me directly to page 3. Okay, so right now if you see, the next train stop is clickable, but the third one is not clickable. Okay, so basically we just created a simple train, and a simple train is always a sequential train. When I say sequential, it means that a particular stop, okay, a particular stop can only be accessed if the immediate previous stop has been accessed already. Okay, so here as you can see with this definition, that this you can access, you can click over here, it's clickable because the immediate previous one has already been accessed. But you talk about the third one, it cannot be accessed because the very previous one has not been accessed yet. Okay, so this is to explain you just to what is sequential and what is unsequential. So basically we can make this third stop as unsequential also. I'll just come on that, and we can skip also. There are various conditions how we can do it, but let's see how it looks like, or how it behaves in sequential manner. So you click next, you arrive over here. This is page 2. Click next, you arrive on page 3. Click back, you can go back, and now that this is also active, you have already visited it, so you can visit it directly. Okay, and take it back also. Okay, so this also you can directly do, and from this button also you can directly navigate to page 3 and then come back in the manner in whatsoever manner you like. Okay, now as we saw that page 3 right now all are active because we have already accessed all of them, but initially page 3, this one, the third button, the third train stop was not active, right? So let's make it as unsequential. Okay, so for that what I would do, I would go to page 1, okay, and basically let me just design it and then you may be able to see it directly. Okay, so I've defined this input box here. It says, do you want page 3 to be unsequential? Okay, and if you, and then submit answer as yes or no. This button doesn't have any action associated to it, it just submits this answer. And in this I write page flow scope dot var. Okay, so this means that if you write yes or no whatsoever answer, it will be stored over here. Okay, now I will store this that you want from page 1. See, the page 1 is displayed, and over that I am letting the user input his choice, and from here with this choice I will make page 3 as unsequential or sequential depending on what the user inputs. Okay, so if you go to page 3 and go to these components over here, okay, so there would be a property called as sequential, so you can search also sequential. So here is this property. Actually it won't come over here if you select this. Okay, then yeah, here is the sequential property. Okay, so here I'm gonna write page flow scope var is equal to null. Okay, so I will say that the page 3 would be sequential if the user doesn't input anything. Okay, but if the user inputs anything, let's say yes, then it's going to be not sequential. Okay, it's going to be only sequential when the user doesn't input anything at all in that input box. If the user inputs anything, then it's going to be opposite, that is unsequential. So let's try to save this and then rerun it again. So our application is up. Click call train to call the train, and as you see over here, it's not clickable right now. That is to say the third stop is sequential. Now it says, do you want page 3 to be unsequential? If I input anything at all and submit, it should become active, that is it should become unsequential. So let's say I want to say yes, and as you click submit, the page flow scope variable is set, and see, this becomes clickable. Okay, you can directly click on it and go over it. As you can see, I have already arrived over here. Okay, so this is how you can make a page as sequential or unsequential. Now similarly, what you can do, you can skip a page also. For example, let's say I want to skip this page 2. Okay, so firstly I will take the choice of the user. Do you want page 2 to be skipped? Okay, and user will input whatever user will input. I'm gonna store in this, and then I'll go to page 2. Firstly I will remove the sequential property what I already applied on page 3. This I will just remove because already you have seen the demo of it. I'm gonna show you the demo of skip now. So here this is skip property. You can say if the page flow scope variable is equal to yes. Okay, okay, so then what you need to do, you need to basically, you can write this way also. So in this case basically what you need to do, you need to skip the page 2. Okay, so let's try to save this and run. So our application is up. Click call train to call the train, and as you can see the train, the page 2 is right now clickable. Okay, so but we want to skip it, so we'll say yeah, we want to skip it, and as you submit, the page flow scope variable is set, and as you see now it's not clickable. Now you can directly go to the page 3. So that's how basically you make a button as unclickable, or make a train stop as skipped. Okay, so right now as you can see it's available, but as you submit yes, it becomes not clickable. Okay, so I hope this explains you well about some basic natures of a train, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.